Well, hello, my little fellow lunatics, my sun-baked lunatics. Welcome to a nice little episode of barbecuing with the sun-baked lunatics. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but anyway. I guess I was told that some of my videos are not really like teaching anything or whatever. Just I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying different things and hopefully things will work out. And so far, so good. Now, I will say that the briskets that I've made, only my last one turned out to be decent. I didn't get the flavor that I wanted, but the texture was there. I was a little proud of that. Today I'm making another pork butt because that's so far what I've made that's been coming out so delicious. And what I'm doing with this one is, I'm just trimming off a little bit of the loose fat. At the bottom, as you can see, there's not really much to trim off, at least not for me. Why? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's pork, so it's got a lot of fat. And honestly, this is very, very good. So again, I'm not really doing anything to it. I did drain it, patted it down with some towels and stuff like that because I really don't want that blood or anything in there. I didn't wash it or anything like that. I just drained it, patted it dry. And that's where we're at. Now, what I am going to be using as my binder is a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. So, what I'm doing here is just adding some Worcestershire sauce here. I like the little sweet flavor, and it's going to be in the rub, but again, in the binder that I'm going to be using is this right here. Now what I was going to do is I'm going to scar it a little bit. Pour it in there. I've never injected a pork butt or anything like that. I've never really injected anything. So what I'm doing is just exactly that. Make some scars in there. What I'm going to be using is this rub that I liked last time. It's award-winning grub rub. Really good stuff. I really liked it. It does cake up a little bit, so that's okay. Kind of have to work it through and get it all nice and flaky, I guess you can say. But so it's gonna go fat down. So I'm gonna just put as much of this as I can, make it look good for me, I guess. And again, you don't rub it, you just pat it down really good. Make it stick in there. But after I rub this down, I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. So far, that's what I've been doing. That way I can start sweating. Really allow this rub to get into the meat. Again, if you guys can go into Sun-Baked Lunatics YouTube, I'd appreciate the support, but also your comments. See what you all think. Give me some pointers. Again, we're all here to learn. We're all here to just try different things. Again, I'm not trying to sound weird or anything, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I've watched some videos, things like that, but I think I got a little creative side to myself and just trying different things. So see, now I got the color that I want right here. I hope it sticks. But like I said, I use that Worcestershire sauce on there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it and then I'm gonna scar it a little bit. Why am I doing that? So far, for me, man, it's been coming out so juicy. The other one that I did that didn't do that, see, I'm gonna take some of this fat off that you don't need. When I didn't do that, it didn't come out as juicy as the other ones have been coming out. The reason why I'm cutting this is because you see that little blood stuff like that in there? You don't want that in there. You don't want to taste that. But the other fat that may not render completely, but you know what? It kind of becomes a gelatin but almost like a sweet gelatin. And I've liked it. I really don't trim any of the bottom fat. That's why I put so much of the rub down there, because it's so good. Oh, how can you like fat? Well, again, hate to break it to you, but this is pork, and I love fat. You know, the fat gives it really good flavor. Some people really like lean steaks. Well, that's, you know, good for you. Whatever you like, right? But me, I just like for all that fat to render down, give it that moist deliciousness. So again, I'm gonna put some of that Worcestershire sauce on it. Rub it down a little bit. I will rub it down with this. I love the taste of Worcestershire, but again, it's you don't even get that much. It's kind of more of a binder. Some people use mustard and stuff like that. I've used it before. I like it. I just wanted to try something different. I really haven't used much of the Worcestershire, but there's a reasoning behind it. Again, I'm going to put some of this down. Put it in there. I go heavy here because in my mind, it's going to render down to the middle of it. Then I scar it a little bit. Put some of that rub down there. Nothing like a good sharp knife. No, I'm not the best when it comes to videos and things like that. Again, I'm just a regular guy trying to just have some fun. But hopefully you guys can see that I'm just trying whatever I can. Trying different flavors, trying different ideas. Today I'm gonna go straight Kingsford. Nothing but Kingsford charcoal. However, yes, I'm gonna throw down a little bit of chunks of oak in there. Now, as you can see here, I'm going very heavy on the rub because again, I like those flavors. But there's another thing that I'm going to do here in a little bit that you're going to see. Again, if there's something that you guys don't like or have a different point of view, please let me know. Again, I appreciate it if you go to Sunbaked Lunatics YouTube. Got some other videos in there that I've made. You can already see the juices coming out of this thing. It's sweating real good. I did change up the rub a little bit though. I added some of my stuff. People that know me, how come you can't just eat it the way it is? Well, it wouldn't be fun that way, right? I usually go to Whataburger and I order a Whataburger and they give it to me the way I ordered it, but then I wind up adding other stuff to it. And when I go to a restaurant, I do the same thing. My friends are like, oh, you keep adding different stuff to it. You know what, man, it just doesn't look right or whatever. I just want something different. And you know what? I would say 99.9% of the time it comes out fantastic. So anyway, again, you can already see that it's already sweating and things like that. As you can see, I don't like to, well, nobody should, you know, like to lose a lot of the rub and things like that, so I try to be very careful because these things are costly, right? So here we go. Now, this is my invention, I guess you can say. It just came out of my own head. But what I did was, let me just wash my hands here a little bit. I got a combination of some dish soap, some Clorox and all that, just to kind of disinfect my gloves. You don't want to cross-contaminate, nothing like that. So, I'll at least being as careful as I can. Of course, I'm going to wash all these things. But anyway, what I did here was I crushed pralines and pecans. Yes, I did. Because I'm going to throw them down right on top of this pork butt because I like the crust that it makes. So yes, I threw that down, that rub, but this is what I made. See? Now along with this, you can see that I left some little chunks in there and stuff like that. But I also put in a little bit of coffee, and then I threw some of this coffee rub. I just love the taste. This is the very first time that I'm gonna do it with coffee, but I get the feeling that it's gonna do a good job. So again, all I did was just put some of these pralines in there, and I just crushed them a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna put it on the fat cap. I'm not gonna do that until almost towards the end. Almost towards the end. I don't want to leave chunks that are just too big because they're just gonna fall off. But I don't want to make it into like a big dust, or I mean, real dusty either. Some of you might be thinking, man, what is he doing? Well, again, like I said, living the life of a some big lunatic, you just try different things, right? Oop. Myself a little spoon there. Like I said, I put a little bit of coffee in there, some regular roast coffee, and then I threw down that rub in there. So this is what I'm gonna do. Just gonna throw it right on top as best I can. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm probably gonna wind up making some more of this stuff because I'm gonna put it, like I said, at the fat cap after I turn it around, after I smoke it for a little while. You see how it's going on there? Put it in little crevices. And it creates this fantastic crust. So when I wind up shredding it, man, you get some really good flavors. A little bit of crunch at some points. Yes, it's a little unusual, but I'm telling you guys, it works. It works. You can already see that the praline solution that's in there that makes up the pralines, the maple syrup or whatever it is that they make, how they make it, is already rendering down and it's getting into the meat. I'm just gonna turn that around so you can see it. But, see? I know, again, you guys might be like, hey, what is he doing, man? I'm telling you, man, it works. I don't want to say if you do it right, because again, I don't know what I'm doing, but I tried it before and it just came out really good. To me, this looks really nice, man. First time my wife and kids saw me doing this, I know they kind of looked at me weird, but they were very surprised how delicious it came out. So there you go. That's it right there. I'm gonna let that sweat for a little bit. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator while I go get the coals and everything done. But that's, I guess you can say, my creation, and I'm telling you, it smells so good right now. You get a little hint of flavor, a hint of coffee, the spices and everything like that, man. I wish you could eat it just the way it is right now. But again, don't forget to, if you're gonna try that, make sure you put it in. Almost forgot to get deeper in there. And there you go. But I'm telling you, it gives it a fantastic flavor. So I don't have the capabilities right now of editing things like that, so I'm gonna be throwing another video and showing you guys how it came out, you know, the process of the smoker and things like that. But it's just very basic. You have the barrel smoker, you throw your briquettes in there, your chunks of wood and all that, and then you throw your chimney, the ones that are already ready to go. It's so easy to use, guys, I'm telling you. And just set it and forget it. I remember some guy that was promoting some product would say that, just set it and forget it. And that's exactly what the pit barrel does. I'm not getting paid for any of that, I'm just saying, but I really, really like it. You know, some people like the pellet, some people like some other things, but for me, for my very first one, I'm telling you that pit barrel just opens up many things for me to do. I've already done ribs, I've done the pork butts, I've done the brisket. It's just more of how you want to play with it, how you want to, you know, set it up, things like that, trial and error. Like I said, I mean, come on, who puts pralines on a pork butt? So just get out there, sweat it up, get it done, and just have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. I'll keep you posted to see how this turns out. Thank you all.